This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Royals, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Royals will kick it off to get us underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense takes the field. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And off from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks,
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Royals offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Beebe.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
The Royals line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run it from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. And the Royals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Movement here from the tight end. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Handoff from the gun. Keeps the legs moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for room, it's Cousins. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Barges ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Royals. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here's the give off the left side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, it was what's his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Royals will punt this one away. Wants to return it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They go to the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Royals will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give out of the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Scanning the field, it's Beebe. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He's there to make the stop. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Royals have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cousins. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They want to just keep throwing it. Complete. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Royals have moved it inside the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Royals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Royals! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
This defense knows they have to do a better job tackling. On that play there, too many missed tackles on the wideout. It leads to an explosive play, and all of a sudden, they're in their own red zone.
They'll go back to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for blockers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Hall.
To complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
At midfield, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Running back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Got his man in the middle. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Fires left. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. No good. They blew the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last one.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Nice move to pick up yardage.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Royals are in the hurry-up.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
To the air, it's Beebe. Feeling some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Michigan, 68.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense set on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
And they swarm him under.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
And the pass is intercepted. Gets away from one, finds room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. The give to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The Royals will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're going to run it to the right. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown. Throws toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it, using the quick game. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The lone back's got it. And the Wolverines have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for 1st down.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Cousins. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes his connection. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 15 over Tulsa.
Looking to go up top on first down.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Royals send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
Puts one in the spin cycle. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Cousins. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. He makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Royals come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And first down for the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. First down for this offense.
at the 10-yard line. Good enough for first
The give to the single back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals!
Touchdown, Royals.
Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
Kick is good.
They go 83 yards on the drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Royals, 21.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. The run from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
He'll try to tack on one more.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bailey. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. Makes the big mistake.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out route. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. He's no stranger to the end zone, his 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
That's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 31 over the Sharks.
Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He wants to throw it again. Working the middle, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. The Wolverines pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To throw, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
First down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Trying to pick up 7 here on second down from the 20. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Hall. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He lofts one down the sideline. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Royals!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 38 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking downfield. Makes a connection. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They want that clock to run. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Here on 3rd down for this offense. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.